Welcome back as we have now officially started with our first interview in the third hour. Now, the Namibia Training Authority's mandate includes the promotion of technical and vocational career paths amongst young Namibians to challenge the negative societal perceptions of such, options as low-status professions, which offer little prospects for career advancement and growth. In giving effect to this component of its mandate, the NTA has since 2017 been implementing a television and social media campaign under which technical and vocational graduates are profiled as ambassadors and champions. With the youth as its main target audience, this campaign is known as Live Your Passion, which is soon to enter its third season. We now talk to communications specialist Jethro Kwenani from the NTA to tell us more. Mr. Kwenani, very good morning. Welcome. How are you?
Good morning. Thank you for having me. I'm well.
Great stuff. So we're talking about exciting stuff here, third season. But before we get into that, how about in a nutshell for the Namibian people, tell us what Live Your Passion is all about.
Live Your Passion is mainly a television and social media campaign which has the youth as its main target audience. Speaks in terms of what the youth can expect in terms of TVET career options, and we profile ambassadors of our technical and vocational career system who have become champions in terms of what they do, and as the campaign is aptly titled, are living their passion, finding fulfillment in their jobs, in making a difference in the TVET space.
Simply put, hey?
Yes.
So why this ongoing campaign?
The ongoing campaign is because of the negative societal perception that us as a country have towards TVET career options. Most of the time, according to research, TVET career options in terms of what artisans and technicians can achieve are often seen as unsophisticated, uneducated, unintelligent, and so on. And often enough, our children are conditioned to think in a similar manner. So in this particular instance, we take an example, for example, a child that is mathematically inclined. They are often urged to study to become an accountant or a scientist and something of the sort. But what happens to that child if they are gifted with their hands? And another example perhaps is if a girl child is quite good with her hands, enjoys working with mechanics and cars, she's often told this is not the career option for you. So through this campaign, we change this negative perception to show that these are viable options and they are individuals in our country, young men and women that are living their dreams and making a difference.
Indeed, indeed. So if we threw it back a bit, and just go back. So we obviously know now the campaign is entering its third season. So what impact has the previous two seasons made? What notes are we taking from there?
The previous two campaigns, if I were to give a few stats, we have profiled 45 different career options already, and with season 3 we'll get to 65 in total, meaning we're adding 20. In terms of the Facebook reach, if you look at Facebook being social media as well as television, that is where the youth enjoy watching their content. Our Facebook followers currently are in excess of 74,000. In terms of YouTube views, in terms of all the profiles that we have profiled, we have in total in excess of 1.2 million views. Meaning the impact of this is actually reaching out far and wide to the youth. It is a campaign that we obviously broadcast on NBC television and also have a supplement in the New Era newspaper just to make sure that the reach gets out there to the youth.
Indeed. So in terms of the stakeholders, what has their feedback been? Also, who have you been working with? Who are the stakeholders you've been working with?
Stakeholders that have impact from this campaign, one, you start with the individuals themselves, who are the TVET ambassadors, if you would. And they always have very positive feedback in terms of career growth, because suddenly people see, hey, we have an electronics technician here that is quite skilled. Why don't we bring this person on board? In terms of the TVET institutions that offer training, they are being perceived as this quality institution that provides good and certified qualifications, as well as the stakeholders who are the employers in terms of their business. It always gives them a great boost.
Oh, fantastic. I think what Namibians want to know now, Mr. Kwenani, is when we can expect the first episode of season 3.
Well, today we actually have the official launch of season 3, where we'll be profiling 2 of the candidates that have featured in season 3. And then as from next week, Tuesday, which would be the 15th of November, we will have the first episode broadcast on NBC. NBC1 at 6:45, and following that profile or that particular episode will be then also profiled into the newspaper, which is the New Era newspaper, on Wednesday morning. So it's a bit of a multifaceted campaign where you have the episode on television followed by an insert in the newspaper, and we take it a step further in terms of all the materials that we produce. These are then combined into a book format, which we then distribute to all schools in Namibia, both secondary and primary schools, just to enhance the access that our youth have in terms of career options.
Yeah. So when we talk about your social media platform, are we only referring to your best performing one, for instance, or is it on all your social media platforms?
It's all the social media platforms, basically Namibia Training Authority. It's also cross-shared to the NBC's Facebook channels. There is a dedicated YouTube channel where all these 45 career options, which we will now add to, is permanently on. So our youth can actually access this at any particular time. It's also available on the NTA's career portal. So we ensure that access to this information is readily available to the youth.
Okay, just sorry to deviate from the show actually, like in terms of your girl child's intake, what are the numbers looking like now?
The numbers, I do not have the specific stat on hand, but we always try to ensure we have at least a 60-40 split in terms of intake. But through this campaign, we always ensure that we have more girl children vying towards career options in the TVET space. And if I were to preempt what is happening tonight, we will have the first broadcast of a hazardous goods driver who is female.
Okay, fantastic, fantastic. So, Mr. Kwenani, on a final note, what would you like to say to the Namibian people?
In a nutshell, it's really just to urge all our viewers to join in this campaign, follow the social media platforms, and share this message so that we as a country beat this negative and unfair societal bias in terms of TVET.
Absolutely. So thank you for your time and thank you for being here.
Thank you very much.
There you have it. Very exciting stuff. I know you are equally as excited as we are here at the NBC for that is season 3 of Live Your Passion. Okay, like Mr. Kwenani said, Jethro Kwenani, who's this communications specialist, I beg your pardon, at the NTA. Let's stop with this biasness that we do have, and let's draw a little inspiration from these episodes that they do showcase. So keep your eyes on social media, keep your eyes on the NBC, in order for you not to miss out on any of these life-changing episodes, I would say.